Welcome back to another episode of Brand Banter, where we dissect the ever-evolving landscape of marketing and branding. I'm Al, your guide through the tried and true, the paints of tradition.
And I'm Elijah, here to navigate the currents of innovation and change within the world of tech and business strategy. Al, today, let's dive into a hot topic, taglines and whether they're still relevant in today's marketing world.
Absolutely, Elijah. I miss the times when taglines were king. They were like the hooks in a pop song, making brands instantly recognizable. Remember Wendy's Where's the Beef? It struck a chord. But now they're changing taglines like they're flipping burgers 10 times in 13 years.
I agree that a classic tagline has its charm, Al, but consider this. In a digital age filled with AI-generated content and oversaturated markets, brands are shifting focus. It's not enough to have a clever line. You need to stand out. Distinctiveness is key, and sometimes a catchy phrase just doesn't cut it. Look at Apple. They haven't leaned on think different for years, but still dominate because the product and brand personality do the talking.
That's true, but don't you think we lose something when we don't have those familiar refrains? Taglines aren't just fun, they create familiarity and build equity over time. When brands keep switching taglines, they risk losing that emotional connection. It's like pulling a rug from under the consumer's feet, isn't it?
True, consistency does offer comfort, but taglines can sometimes become the table stakes, basic expectations that don't add real value or distinctiveness anymore. Brands today are about creating experiences and relationships, not just slogans. The landscape is wider now, filled with content that moves and interacts with us rather than just talks at us.
You make a good point about experiences. It's a different game nowadays, but I guess I can't help but feel a bit nostalgic for the slogans that accompanied us through life's many stages. Yet, as you suggest, maybe they are just adapting to stay relevant, just like we need to.
Precisely, Al. It's all about evolution. The death of the tagline might just be a transformation into something more dynamic that keeps pace with rapid changes. We're in an era where innovation isn't just rewarded, it's necessary. Brands must adapt or risk fading away.
Seems like we're concluding that while taglines might not have the same prominence, they're not exactly dead either. They're just making room for new forms of engaging with consumers.
Exactly. They might not be etched in stone anymore, but that doesn't make them less artistic. It just makes them more fluid. It's an exciting time for brands to reinvent their message strategies.
Well, folks, that's our take on the evolving role of taglines in branding today. Follow us on social media to share your favorite or most missed taglines.
And as we wrap up, remember to innovate, whether that means trying out a new tagline or ditching it for something entirely new.
Until next time, keep those brands buzzing.